নমস্কাৰ প্ৰাগ বিশেষ IPL স্পেচিয়েল পাৱাৰ্ড বাই ওৱান এক্সপেক্টৰ আন এটা খণ্ডলৈ মই সমীৰ ৰঞ্জনে স্বাগতম জনাইছোঁ। সকলোৰে IPLৰ উন্মাদনা চলি আছে। কাৰ কিমান শক্তি সকলো দলেই নিজৰ শক্তি প্ৰদৰ্শনত ব্যস্ত। আজি কলকাতা নাইট ৰাইডাৰ্ছ আৰু দিল্লী কেপিটেলছৰ মাজত এখন হাই ভল্টেজ মেচ হ'বলৈ গৈ আছে ইডেন গাৰ্ডেন ষ্টেডিয়ামত। এই সম্পৰ্কে এই খেলখনৰ সম্পৰ্কে আমি আলোচনা কৰিবলৈ দুগৰাকী ক্ৰিকেটৰ বিশেষজ্ঞক আমি আমন্ত্ৰণ কৰি আনিছোঁ। তেখেতসকলে উই হেভ two guests with us. Esteemed guest, Mr. Sadanand Vishwanath. He is a former Indian wicketkeeper. Welcome to the discussion, sir. And our next guest is Mr. Noel David, former international cricketer. Welcome to the discussion, gentlemen.
Thank you.
So we have a couple of questions regarding this match. My first question will be to the Sadanand Vishwanath, sir. My question is that Sunil Narine has rightfully been taken the plaudits for his form with the ball and bat, but what of his partner, Phil Salt? He has quietly been one of the most KKR's standout performers this season. What do you have to say regarding this?
Well, it takes two to tango. Noel, namaskar, Sabir, namaskar to all the viewers. It always takes two to tango. Yes, Phil Salt and Sunil Narine have been a terrific opening pair. They have delivered the goods. They've been just amazing. Opening partnership. They're just going after the bowling in the first 6 overs. And like SRH, even the KKR batters have been able to exploit 6 overs and put a lot of pressure on the bowling team. And coming to Phil Salt, he has been in awesome form too. He scored 218 runs. But in 2024, this season, he has surpassed that figure. You know, in just 6 games, he scored 249 runs in just 7 innings. 7 games. So the last game against RCB, you know, Phil Salt, he scored 48 runs of just 14 deliveries. Just absolutely fantastic. His strike rate is nearly 300 plus sometimes. And he has performed superbly to help his team to have a very good net run rate. And the table toppers, Rajasthan Royals, also are looking very good. Yet at the same time, very important that and crucial that both Phil Salt and Sunil Narine continue to tango in tandem. They both have to be together. Because if you want Sunil Narine to do well, Salt has to be there. And if Phil Salt has to be there, then Sunil Narine has to also put in that stand. They both have to go together.
Okay, let's stick with the team of players playing under the radar of Kolkata Knight Riders. Ankush Raghuvanshi started strongly, but his form has waned. What's going on with him? This question is to Mr. Noel David, sir.
I'll take that question because I've done a lot of research on Ankush Raghuvanshi. I did a lot of research. I watched him play for the India under 19 boys 2022. He was the highest run getter, you know, when we won the World Cup beating England. At that time, he was just 16 years old. Now, there's a very interesting story about Ankush Raghuvanshi. When he was 11 years old, he came all the way. He relocated from Delhi. He came to Mumbai to try and become a cricketer. He had to change his language. He had to change his French. He had to learn Marathi, which he learned eventually. And he joined the Swami Vivekananda school. That's the same school where Rohit Sharma studied. And luckily for Ankush Raghuvanshi, Dinesh Nag was the coach over there in the school. He saw a lot of potential in this boy, Ankush Raghuvanshi. And he was just 11 or 12. Along with Omkar Salvi. Omkar Salvi also is a Mumbai bowling coach and has done a very good job for Mumbai. And finally, we have Bixekh Nair, who is the KKR mentor. And just look at this boy. All these 3 wonderful coaches came into his life. And they took him in their arms. They gave him the wrong title. The rest is history. And eventually he played in the Harry Shield, he played in the Mumbai League, and he played for Mumbai in the age group tournament, and he was picked for the Indian team. So he's just 18 years old. So that, I mean, there has been a slump in his form, I agree, because when he started off, he got a sensational 54 of just 27 balls.
Okay.
I agree. After that, he has not scored.
Right.
That he's got off the boil. All it means that he has to learn how to handle failure, he has to learn how to handle success, and he has to have a little more experience and be a little more calm, cool and collected. I'm sure he has got a lot of talent. experience, I'm sure he will become a much more improved player. He can also put those of so Noel,
Okay, moving on to the Delhi now. The narrowly beat Gujarat in their last game, and they tinkered with their lineup, putting up in the form Fraser McGurk as a starter. Was that a wise move, and will they continue with that lineup? This question is to my another guest.
I think, yeah, that was a good move by the Delhi Capitals, getting Fraser to open the innings because I feel that he's a good striker of the ball. He's been in tremendous form. He's a sensational, cricketer, and I think he scored he has a record behind him, getting 129 or 26 balls. That shows the capability of this young lad. He's just 22 years old, and I wouldn't be surprised that this guy opens the inning along with the Travis Head in the World Cup T20. I wouldn't be surprised because this lad can hit the ball really hard and at a very long distance, and we have seen it. The way he goes after the bowlers, huge sixes, 80 meter, 90 meters, sixes, and I feel that Delhi Capitals are doing the right things. Yes, they won the match narrowly, but Fraser's inning was the outcome which everyone wanted to see.
and also Noel, James McGurk was a little and then he grew taller and he became a medium. He's a wonderful bowler too, and he also took good quality bowling. He's an exceptional fielder, as we've all seen.
Right.
And what has been fixed in the original auction? So auction day, nobody purchased him. Ricky likes him a lot, Actually, this guy, McGurk, plays for Melbourne Renegade in the Brisbane Heats, in the Big Bash.
Big Bash.
Yeah, and Noel was talking about the record, of him beating ABD's partnership. I'm sorry, ABD's world record. And that's correct. He got a century in just 29 balls. James Fraser is the X factor, and he can take Delhi definitely into the playoffs.
Another question is Delhi led Gujarat back into the game, allowing them to pile on the run late in the game. They cannot afford to that versus Kolkata Knight Riders. So, what are the key matchups they need to dominate in order to win?
Well,
all right. I feel Delhi Capital is getting stronger and stronger match by match, and the way they are presenting themselves on the field, the attitude has changed, and the way the captain himself is performing is sensational. Rishabh Pant, I think, is the wicket-keeper, batsman, ex-skipper. Taking all the burden on him, along with these youngsters, rotating around him is something to be seen. And I feel that Delhi Capitals, against KKR, has to think in which way they can beat them. Yes, they are table number 2, KKR. They are strong in batting lineup. They have a decent bowling side, but not to forget Delhi. They are also. They have a very good bowling attack. Yes, the fielding lacks a bit sometimes, but they can really, if it's their day, and if Fraser, Rishabh, all these guys get together, I think there will be a huge score.
Okay. At the end, what is your expectation from this game, Convent match actually?
The expectation was, we feel, I want Delhi Capital to climb the ladders, get into the qualifier. That should be the expectation from the Delhi side, because everyone is writing off Delhi. They are writing it off. But I feel they have an outside chance to qualify if they keep winning with a bigger margin, and that will be good for Delhi. Yes, they lost a few games initially. They were not getting their act together. They were losing out in between. The bowling was not good. Their batting was not clicking. But once Fraser came into the side, the atmosphere, the attitude, everything changed. They knew this guy is something, and they started to roll along with him. Rishabh Pant is coming good. Everyone are chipping in runs, and I feel that Delhi is a side to be looked, because every year, they struggle, but I feel this year they started off badly. But I hopefully, with my fingers crossed, I hope they make it into the qualifying rounds.
Also, I would like to add.
Yeah.
I would like to add, and how Delhi Capitals handle Sunil Narayan will be the key to the outcome of that. Even when Sunil Narayan is batting with Phil Salt, leave alone his bowling. Because when these two teams met, in the previous match, Sunil Narayan had an outstanding man of the match performance. He scored 85, just 39 delivery, with a strike rate of 217. So even Kuldeep Yadav, will be a wonderful set for Delhi Capitals, and he will have to deliver along with Khalil Ahmed and even Norke will have to step up the bowl. So whichever way the toss goes, the DC bowlers will have a big say on the outcome of the match. The Delhi bowling is very important. Apart from the batting, the Delhi bowling is important. You will have to restrict KKR, then try to chase the score, or then try to defend the score.
Okay, any advice you want to give them, both the team? Do you have any piece of advice to them?
I think Sadi rightly said, Kuldeep will be a key factor. And I feel if Kuldeep can bowl that initial over, that first or second over, when Sunil Narayan is batting, get the ball going the other way around, not the googly or anything which, goes away from him. I think that will be this thing. I think something slow to him will be more effective, because, he is a guy who can pong the ball anywhere he likes. So something slower in the air, where the ball doesn't come into his bat, to his bat, I think he'll find it a bit difficult.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. We are actually running out of time. We need to wind up this discussion right here. Thank you so much for both of you to sparing your little time from your busy schedule and joining with us. Thank you so much, sir. Hi, প্ৰিয় দৰ্শক, সেয়া আছিল Mr. Sadanand Vishwanath, former Indian cricketer, and Noel David, former international cricketer. তেখেতসকলে আজি যিখন মেচ কলকাতা নাইট ৰাইডাৰ্ছ আৰু দিল্লী কেপিটেলছৰ মাজত ইডেন গাৰ্ডেন ষ্টেডিয়ামত হ'বলৈ গৈ আছে, সেইখনৰ বিষয়ে অলপ আলোচনাত ভাগ ল'লে। তেখেতসকলক ধন্যবাদ জনাইছোঁ আৰু দুয়োটা টিমকে আমাৰ ফালৰ পৰা শুভেচ্ছা জ্ঞাপন কৰিছোঁ। থেংক ইউ ছ' মাছ।